Sonam Wangchuk's wife, Dr. Gitanjali Angmo, has said Wangchuk has secured a written assurance that no legal action will be taken against protesting students. Speaking with the media, she said the student leaders will decide the future course of the protest after their meeting with the government.
सोनम ने उनकी सुरक्षा का बंदोबस्त कर दिया है इस लेटर के माध्यम से कि किसी पर कुछ भी ना फिजिकल असॉल्ट होगा, ना लाठीचार्ज होगी, ना कोई लीगल एक्शन होगा। और उसके बाद ये स्टूडेंट्स का और जो उनके नेतृत्व कर रहे हैं, ये उनके उस पर डिपेंड करता है कि वो इसको आगे कैसे ले जाना चाहे, जो कि आज 12:30 की मीटिंग के बाद पता चलेगा। हाँ, अगर ये पहले ही उन्होंने मिनिस्टर का रिजाइन एक्सेप्ट कर लिया होता और जो भी ये पेपर लीक में इन्वॉल्व है उनको सही जो भी करना चाहिए किया होता, तो शायद इतनी बड़ी।
All right, Atul Ranjan is still with us on this big story. Atul, Sonam Wangchuk's wife has now spoken with the media on the written assurance that the government has given Sonam and on her view on the future course of the student protests.
Well, yes, Wangchuk's wife has essentially laid out the details of the conversation that happened between Sonam Wangchuk as well as the union ministers. What she clearly mentions is that, government has assured on certain two aspects, obviously being compensation and not having any action against this marching students who may have been part of the violence or at the receiving end or may have, caused violence. Now, what is clearly that comes out is that she also says that Sonam Wangchuk is also apprehensive of the fact that, there could be future violence as well. And that is also, that also sort of, in a way, makes it essential for him to call off his indefinite strike, hunger strike. Now, what also appears clearly is that, Gitanjali, in a way, is relaying the ball in the CJP's court when it comes to taking the future course of the whole protest vis-a-vis in the context of, Dharmendra Pradhan's resignation, because as they have been reporting earlier as well, Sonam Wangchuk in a way has climbed down from his demand of, seeking a resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan before ending his indefinite hunger strike, because he, in the letter that he has put out, it clearly mentions that that the government would consider, government has agreed to in fact consider being the operative word for resignation or for any sort of accountability in the education ministry. So certainly, Wangchuk in a way has given up on that particular demand. That zero-sum game is something which he has given up. Now, the CJP obviously, as of now, sort of maintains this whole one-upmanship regarding the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan continues on their front. So the ball is now in the CJP's court, essentially from Gitanjali when it comes to resignation, asking for the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan.
All right, let me in fact quickly ask you about also now the current health condition of Sonam Wangchuk. How is he doing after he called off that fast?
Well, what we're learning is that his vitals are gradually improving. Oxygen levels blood oxygen levels are also improving, as well as his weight that he lost significantly. What we learned was that he lost about 8 kilograms of his weight as well in his whole 26 days of fast. Now he is obviously recovering at the Medanta hospital there, where a close team of doctors are closely monitoring, as well as the report is also being in fact shared closely with the family member Gitanjali as well, which was something as earlier a sticking point between Safdarjung Hospital and Gitanjali, which led to Gitanjali approaching the High Court. Initially, there was a setback, in the appeal to a division bench. That is where they were able to secure the transfer of Sonam Wangchuk from Safdarjung to Medanta Hospital, a choice of hospital that Gitanjali wanted for Wangchuk, a private hospital where the treatment is underway. And what we're learning is that his vitals are quite normal as of now, and he continues to recover, because some of the his body, according to the Safdarjung medical report that were being continuously given out in public, his body did suffer some sort of deep internal sort of setbacks because of the prolonged fasting. Is what the Safdarjung's medical report continuously pointed out. So those recoveries are certainly something which is, Sonam Wangchuk is, as of now being, is happening, and his hope is, as Prime Minister also, in fact, took to Twitter to wish Sonam Wangchuk to recover very soon, as well as also pointedly, he also mentioned that, I wish Sonam Wangchuk also regains the weight that he lost. So certainly, the government obviously wanted him to, end his fast and come back to a normal life. And Wangchuk also agreed. So we could expect his health to get better and better as we go about.
All right, more breaking news also coming in now. Stay with us.